And welcome to another episode of Mostly Satisfactory, my Let's Build series in the game world of Satisfactory, which is a beautiful and alien world, sometimes deadly, but mostly complicated. So last time I spotted that concrete production site, and I kind of tagged that as our next target for moving to our new model. So, I built our admin center here, which is looking pretty good, actually. I still have a bunch of quartz in my inventory I need to do something with here. So let's go build a personal storage and put that away. It's been a while since I built personal storage, and it's apparently not created from the equipment bench. Or from the hub. Maybe it's built from the equipment bench. I'd say no. It's not built from either of these. Well, I do have one built into the hub, so I can drop stuff off in here for now. I'll just put as much stuff as in there as I can, and we can go grab stuff from the old ones. Let's see if I can figure this back out. Let's see. So it's a medical crate, but I put the food in there because I use the food to heal, so I guess that makes it a medical device. I can't pick up the crate. I have to dismantle the crate. Hello. Hello, Gus. Where's your brother? Where is your brother? There he comes. And, well, what have you been doing with your time? Okay, now I gotta ditch these two. They'll get stuck on the rock, hopefully. And I can run over here. So that was the clue that I was missing, right? Which is I could dismantle the container, so that means I need to build the container, not construct it in the hub, not construct it in the equipment bench, but build it like I build any other base part. So let's give that a shot here. So, okay, that would be under what? Logistics. Okay, organization. Yep, there they are. So now it's subject to the hitboxes. Okay, yep, that works. Let's put all this food away. Yummy! And go grab my non-quartz stuff from this box. Well, let's grab it all and build a new box for the quartz. For now. Anything else? Yes. And yes. Okay. Quartz. Put it in just a personal storage box. It's not hazardous storage. It's personal storage. Not that it really matters. Just because you can't color them. So let's put these in there. And the other stuff I pretty much need. Okay, let's take a look at this. Interesting. This is pretty congested area. Rocks and bushes and stuff, oh my. Something tells me we're gonna have to... Oh, signs. I forgot about those. The reason I forgot about them is because they required silicon and or silica quartz, and I didn't have any until recently. So we'll need to revisit that later. 2. This one's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now that's the walkway. Now, okay, so then this will be the edge of the island, and we're gonna need 4 off each side. So 1, 2, come on, 3, 4. So that's one side. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna be chainsawing a bunch this episode, I think. It's like building in Mississippi. Okay. So that's 2, because the island is 9 by 9. So this is 3. And now we can get the slug. I just need to jump on the rock. So, you know, I got the Blade Runners, and I'm saying, man, I doubt these things are really doing anything. Well, maybe they're helping me with my jumps. Well, maybe they're, yeah, now I'm just seeing how much they do help me, and I need to readjust. So, where's my chainsaw? I only have I guess so. Only excalicanes in the hand. So, got my chainsaw. And there we go. There we go. Oops. Out of fuel. So I need to go get some solid biofuel. Solid biofuel when I was a kid was usually what dogs left in the yard, but this is a different time, different place. Let's see. I should have plenty of solid biofuel because I have a whole island devoted to biofuel power production. It's my backup, so, and it's not doing anything. See, everything's dead quiet. So there should be plenty of solid fuel here. Empty. It always takes the leaves first. I don't know why. Hold on. There is no... The conveyor should be dead stopped and full of solid biofuel. Why are they not full of solid biofuel? Okay, so leaves are going in, getting changed to biofuel, but it's not coming. Let's see, the biofuel. It's got it. It's made it. Ah, missing this little tiny spotlet. There we go. Look at that. So let me just grab this stuff and make more. Okay. Well, it's a good. It's a good thing we didn't have any power emergencies where I was relying on this stuff to do what it's supposed to do. I guess it's better late than never, I suppose. So, it's okay. Now we can chainsaw stuff. This whole factory floor is getting pretty big. Thank you. Okay. I don't think I can chainsaw it from up here. I'm gonna have to go down low. On the down low. So let's just try to finish the top before we go down there. So that's what, 4? I think that's 5. And I'm running out of concrete. Okay. Okay, so I should have oodles of concrete stored. Trying to find a good place to drop. And with the Blade Runners, pretty much anywhere was. Now that I'm down here, let's go ahead and let's see if I can do nothing to that. That's what I can do. Okay, let's try to clear out the stuff that's crowding me upstairs. Kind of clear up things down here. A lot of wood on the ground too. The problem with the wood on the ground is you can look right at it and it won't highlight. You kind of like need to move your head around. It's almost like you have to kind of side eye the wood before it'll highlight it so you can pick it up. Which, if you ever try that in real life, good luck. You know, just look out the corner of your eye and pick up something. Hopefully it's not like a hot cup of coffee or something. Okay. Yeah, I see you, poison plant. Oh, you started spraying, huh? Okay. So, I can't avoid these things, but building up high has helped me build over them. And there's some value in that. And I think that's almost it. That's a big one right here. Oh yeah, timber. And I think this one will probably be the last. Okay. I think we can go ahead and finish building. So I see there's 5 rows done. I need 4 more rows. I forgot to get the concrete. That's what I originally came down here for, but yeah, I got sidetracked. You know, having a chainsaw in your hand and kind of free license to, you know, cut stuff down, that's what it does to you. That's just, you know, start looking for things you can use the chainsaw on. Okay. That's 6. Seven. I will need to do some more tree cutting. And then this will be 9 right here. Reaches almost all the way to my iron smelters. Okay, let's put legs on this bad boy. He's got legs and he knows how to use them. That's a paraphrase. Give the gas plant plenty of space. Respect the flora. Okay, so now we got the legs in place. Now we got to basically cosmetify. Alter the legs so they look better. I mean, I think this is it. I'm just wondering if this is... It says quarter pipe. Is it too small? Nope. Nope. Right size. Okay. Anyway. Again, it's not about, you know, just doing the bare minimum to make things work efficiently. It's about trying, sometimes succeeding, sometimes failing, to make things look presentable. Sometimes even more than presentable, if at all possible. I don't know. I really don't know why they have like this textured surface on only one face of these half foundations. I really don't know why they put the textured faces on there at all. I do appreciate it. It gives me some variety to work with, but like in the case of these half foundations, it's kind of complicated to get that variety. Okay, that's one leg down. First leg of this race. Let's see. It's not really a race. It's chill. Just so yes, I suddenly jumped into the night. I'm sorry about that. Today is the 16th birthday of my twin girls, and it's the middle of the work day. Well, at the moment I don't have a work day except for the channel, but my wife does, and she's got back-to-back meetings all day. And she came down and said, "Hey, I've got some time between meetings. Let's go. Let's do the birthday thing." So. Gave the girls their gifts, the cards. We'll do more tonight. We'll take them to dinner and stuff. But that's why it's suddenly night. I had to step in or step out to take care of some family matters. Because family matters. Oh my gosh, it sounded like a public relations or a public service announcement. Yeah. The more you know. Anyway, I'm back, but now it's dark. Not that it changes it much. I guess the flashlight probably helps. His legs are pretty straightforward. I do like the look. I just wish I had some more pieces, some more styles to work with, but this is good. And I do wish, you know, they give it this nice textured surface. I really wish that we had more options to decorate this textured surface, right? It would be great if we could put labels on those. Like I originally thought that I could put labels on the sides of foundations, but it turns out that applying a label to the side of the foundation, in fact, applies it to the one surface of the foundation that can actually support a label, and that's the top. So I learned the hard way. But like I said, now that I have access to the quartz, I can make the silica and I can make some of these signs. So I haven't done anything with the signs, so I don't know how big they are, how visible they are, what I can put on them. We'll just cross that bridge when we get to it. But we need to do this next leg, and I can do most of it, but this is all going to get in the way of the constructor that is busily creating bags of concrete out of limestone. Go ahead and dismantle all the stuff that's in this corner. It will soon be replaced. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, so this should wrap it up for the fourth leg. The fourth and final leg of the island construction. Okay, now we kind of need this. We're going to take the output from this miner and send it to the top of this island, but we're going to need to think about this here. Well, I guess the first place to start would be stairs. So we can get up there without going to another island. I've never built from the top down like this, but I think it should work okay. Relatively easily. I mean, this game's pretty good about snapping to existing components. And just a side note too, you notice these catwalks are pretty wide, not like the catwalks I'm familiar with. And then the walkways are in fact the width of what I would expect catwalks to be. I don't know why it works that way. It just does. Okay, we need concrete pillars to kind of complete this. Can I vertical this? Nope, just zoop and default. Oh, but the zoop does go vertical. Okay, good to know. So if I do this and go down, zooper, and let's see. If I go, I can only go up one. I don't even need to go up one. I could probably go up higher. Don't need to. Okay. So there we go. Now we can get up here directly. So this rock is going to be a problem. Okay. Let's paint the floor. The outer edge, of course, is a different color because this is where we're going to have our roadway. Or runway, or walkway, or however you want to call it. Parkway. I think it was Stephen Wright that asked, why do we drive on a parkway but park on a driveway? That's a good point. That's just English for you. It's just why it's one of the most difficult languages in the world to learn. So if you grew up speaking English natively, well, you should be thankful because you kind of got that one for free. My wife's Russian. Learned to speak Russian when we first were dating even. And as a language, I like Russian. There's like 6 basic rules. And if you learn the 6 basic rules and apply them, after that, 98% of Russian language is just vocabulary, which is a lot, and it's hard to pronounce for a native English speaker, but it's a lot easier than I'm sure for Russians or anyone else for that matter trying to learn English. Okay. That rock is still a problem. I don't know. Oh, I don't know if I'll be able to clip it or not. Now, I mean, honestly, I don't need that many constructors for concrete, but part of what we're doing here is building a prototype for future blocks where we may want as many constructors as I can fit on there. So I will want to, sooner or later, I'll probably want to build over that rock anyway. So drop off the extra fuel I've been collecting. Okay, since the last episode, somebody left a comment, one of our regular posters, and he explained how I could use vertical nudge to kind of close up those doorways. So we'll give that a shot in a few minutes too. But right now I want to see if I've got these nobelisks And they blow up rocks. Okay. Powerful pulse nobelisk. And a nuke nobelisk. That's too much. But it says compatible weapons and it shows like some type of plunger box. But I don't think I can build the plunger box. Well, let's just take all this stuff and move it to our admin center. Make sure the dog stayed down. I guess they could run up the stairs, maybe. I wonder if they'd fall off once we got them up here. They have a tendency to go where no man has gone before, so I don't know. If they didn't keep popping up with weird stuff that could be useful someday, I don't think they'd be worth the trouble and effort. I don't remember how I got those snowballs, quite frankly. Oh, it was Christmas. That's what it was. Yes, because I haven't been anywhere cold enough to have snow. I haven't encountered it in this game. Maybe I don't even know if there is snow in this game. So. Okay, let's try this. Let's take off the old one. And then let's try replacing it and using vertical nudge. So we place it, that's as close as we normally get it before. And then we can nudge it up and down. Let's see. Can I walk under this? Yep, okay. So let's see if, well, let's use that as our placement. That second one sticks out a little bit. So let's kill that back off. And we will place a nudge like we did for the first one. I hit the wrong button. Try again. Try again. Hologram. There we go. Now, let's see if I can get the wall piece up there. No, I had the silica already, so we should be able to do a wall piece, right? That was it. And there you go. I think that looks a lot better. So thank you for the tip in the comments. And then we'll get to the others in a bit. I wanted to make sure that worked first before it got too crazy here. But now it's time to get crazy here. I need those plates to make constructors. So what I'm going to do here is build the observation tower, and then I can kind of look down on high and get a better idea of placement from there. Now, if I remember correctly, a constructor is exactly the width of a foundation piece and slightly longer. So okay, so yes, this is the width of a foundation piece. Yes, and yes, it looks like it's just ever so slightly longer. So we would need space on the back for inputs, space on the front for outputs, and then I have 9 in a row I could place. That rock is going to be a problem though. And then I could do the same twice more. So that's potentially up to 27 constructors, leaving room for inputs and outputs. Now the inputs and outputs might get really crowded, but let's try putting one here at the side. That would be where I would want to start, because that's like practically on top of the limestone miner. So I'm just wondering if no, I think that's pretty much my best option at this point. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else. So make sure it is centered edge to edge of the foundation, and it is. And then let's see how it works here. We can pull it out of that foundation piece. And I think that should work. And there we go. Let's take a gander here. So this is the center, and this is on the other side. This is where we want to put our output, where all the constructors would eventually feed. I don't expect a sea of concrete machines, but okay, it looks about right. We're not tipped too far into the driveway, so I think that's about good. Okay, now it's inputs and outputs. So we go to straight mode, and I run this straight, and then make a diagonal. I mean a right angle. And bring it to the middle. And then make a right angle. And then bring her all the way in. There we go. That was pretty painless. You remember you remember all the troubles I had with wiring these things back in the day. So let's get rid of this. And let's wire this place for power. And yeah, it's just, it's the same outline, the same design that we've used in the others. So the center would be this one. And then that would be one on each side. Continue at the corner. And then this is one on each side. One on the corner. And then the sides again. Here. Here. And finally the corner. Now we need to get power from this island, and we do that by attaching power on the side of the bridge, like so. See if this works. Oh, yeah, I took some pain, but look, it just barely registered on the painometer there. So, almost no health loss. Oh my gosh. There's another limestone node here? And if I look at the map, hold it, I've already marked this one. But that's not the one I'm using. Oh, so when I was marking them on the map, I must have... Yes. So when I originally marked it on the map, that I was first scouting it, and I noticed it then, but then when I came back to actually put the miner in place, I found this other node, which I thought was the first node, and it wasn't. So, I guess you could say I should have known better, but... Okay. Why is this one yellow now? I don't know. There's no other color option to... I have the darn... Now it's not yellow. I have the darndest time with this map functionality. So limestone, impure, stamp, make it a rock, select icon, select color. We already made limestone. That's not limestone, that's white. Load preset. Limestone, and it still shows as white. Okay. Sure. Just mark it. And then we go to this one. Select color. Grab the actual color. Copy. Cancel. Great. Now we gotta move. There it is. Now select color. Paste. Let's save it again as limestone. You betcha. Select color. That was incredibly painful. Much more painful than it ever should have been. So back to our regularly scheduled program. Putting in power. So got one there. That puts one in the middle. And then one over here by Seymour. Actually, what was the name of the plant? He says feed me Seymour, so he's not Seymour. He's some other name. Did it even have a name for the plant? I don't know. Little Shop of Horrors is what we're talking about here. Feed me Seymour. Okay, so now that we got power to this island, let's figure out this mess. So I should get it around half the island now. Kill this off. And then we can bring this down. And then oh, I added a second one. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, so back to this. So we add power from here. Where is that going? Okay, so here to here. Okay. And from here to here. Okay. And then that should take care of that for now. Okay, it's got 100 limestone in it. It's not going anywhere. There's no place for it to go. Okay, now we need to fix that. It's got to pump someplace. And it's hard to tell from the bottom. So I want to go to the top and figure out where we put the pass-through. So that would be here. We need the foundation pass-through. Conveyor lift floor hole. Yes. Okay. So that should reach all the way through the floor. So we want to put the top of a lift here. And we'll do a Mark 1 for now. Okay, it's already lined up. I think it's good to go, right? So we come down to the bottom. And do I have to do anything down here? I think... Where is it? Where is it? Oh. Oh. It's over there in that curved piece. Okay. So let's... I can run a lift from the bottom of that. It says it's lined up, but that curved, it looks weird jumping out of the curved piece like that. Let's take that out, and that looks better. No clipping even. Okay, so then let's take off this one, and then we can add a new piece from here to the lift. Straight mode. Okay, so we've got stuff coming out of it. Good. But it's showing red. I've got stuff coming out of it. It's not working. There's no power. Okay, we're stuck because it's gone as far as it could go. Okay, that's just a quick fix here. And that moves them into the constructor, which has no power. I mean, I haven't wired it, so that one makes sense. So... Okay, but now it's red. Okay, so am I not getting power from the other island? Am I not? I can check one here. Let's see. And this power pole shows that it's connected to the network. The network's humming along. So... why is this? It's connected. Ah, you actually gotta select what it makes. Duh. Like I said, it's been a while since we made one of these. So, okay. So this is now going. It's being fed concrete. Oh, well, it's being fed limestone. It's making concrete. So then, is that what the problem is down here? Is we've got stuff coming out of it, but the light's still red. It should be. It would be yellow if it didn't have any place to put stuff. I can see that the power's run to it, but it says no power. And then if we take this off and hold on. Hold everything. I mean, this power pole says it's connected. this power pole says it's connected. I can't reach this one. There should be power coming down to this thing. Why is there not power getting into it? So run power again from here. Oh, you veterans are probably laughing at me. You need to run power not to the pole, but to actual to the actual miner. So look, it's got a green light because, you know, if you actually give it power. See, now it's working. Jumping, Jiminy, dense as a fence post. Okay, so there you go. Obviously, no one to blame but myself there. But let's grab all this stuff, and then we can tear this down. Man, that's embarrassing. In front of the whole potential world. Except for maybe some guy in the Antarctic who doesn't have an internet connection. Oh well. I've done far, far more stupid things in my time. And if I'm being honest, I will do far, far more stupid things in the future. Just, that's how it works. The good news is I figured it out. And it didn't take all episode. Just a quarter of the episode. Okay, so let's get this sorted. So let's drop off all this concrete, cement. Okay, so that's what I wanted to get done, but there's still some stuff I would like to do right now for, like, let's fill in this hole in the railing. I would like to fix the rest of these power connections. Because this will just bug me like nobody's business. There we go. Nope. Okay. And now let's fix this doorway. Let's see if it's easier if we put the wall first. And then the pillar. Oh, I gotta do it down below. I can't do it in the same place. Hologram, nudge. Done. Repeat. Hologram, nudge. Done. Okay, over here. Delete. Delete. So let's go back to doing the pillar first. Hologram. Oops, wrong nudge. Nudge up. And nudge up. And then wall piece. I'm all scrambled. Oh, you gotta connect the wall to the top. Okay. I think it's 6 of one, half a dozen of another. It doesn't really matter. So let's go. Pillar. Hologram, nudge. Built. Hologram, nudge. Build. Wall. It's a different category. Man, I was on a roll. Okay, all those are fixed. Okay. So how about let's think about setting up success for that second limestone node, right? So I'm looking at this. Yeah, so what's making this slower than the inputs is that we need 3 limestone. That's what slows us down. If we move to Mark IIs, that should fill this up as fast as I can get it, and that should increase the output, which we'll get to, because the Mark IIs require a lot of plates and stuff, the reinforced plates that I don't... And ironically, I'm out of concrete. So let's go get some concrete. So let's set up for success with the second one, and then we'll worry about upgrading another time. So can I put a constructor right there? Can I nudge it into place? I mean, it says the rock's in the way, but if I hologram nudge, look at that. It's like, what rock? Okay, I'll go with that. That's fine. Engage. Okay, so then let's put in the floor pass-through. Conveyor lift floor hole. That just sounds wrong. So hologram, make sure it's straight. Okay. Let's put the top of a lift in here. There we go. Turn that. That's right. Okay. Now we're gonna need to improve our power because we're gonna need a bunch of these eventually. So we'll kill this and instead go from the corner to this one and then branch from here, which goes like so. Okay. I don't want to jump onto the poison gas plant. And that was apparently just a little further than I could safely jump, so. Okay, here, I don't have anything to take off on top. So let's build a miner. To build the miner though, I need to get a portable miner, which we have to build. I don't want to get the dogs following me. We have to build a portable miner over in my admin center. So let's run in here and let's build a portable miner. That's the wrong one. No, that's ma'am. That's also the wrong one. This is the right one. Here we go. I can get there eventually. There's only so many buildings in here. So, okay. So there's my portable miner. Now we run back down. Clear some air. Okay. So if we want this line up better, let's lay the foundations first and then build the miner on whichever set of foundations it'll build on. So let's do this. Let's kind of try to blanket the whole node. And then let's try the miner, and there it's lining up to the foundations, and it's only letting me build in one place, so I can turn it, which I need to, but that's my choice. That's it. And since it's cleanly on those two foundations, I can kill these two foundations. Hot dog. Okay. Now we just gotta line these two up. So I've got a hole in the floor, and I need to put a lift up to the hole in the floor, or more accurately, pull down a lift from the hole in the floor. Something like this. Yeah, we're going to clip this rock a little bit, but that's okay. And then we want to build supports that line up as best as I can. Here we go, spaghetti mode. So let's go back to the tried and true, of lane supports. Okay. And I think that, no, too high. There we go. Okay, that's about right. So then we'll add a couple more down here to line up this. That was the wrong key. One more, and then we'll do supports going the other way to make a right angle. Turn this. Wrong key again. Okay. That's about the height, right? Yeah, right there. Oh, it already wants me to build. Okay. We can do that. Ooh, this is looking good. Looking clean. It's only taking me 25 hours to get to the point where I can do this. Okay. I can't see it from here. Oh, I can if I jump, but that's not. There we go. Okay. So now I need to power this bad boy. Should be straightforward because, like I said, I add all these plugs because they're like outlets at home. Grab the nearest outlet, connect it, and now I don't have to tell it what to mine, right? Nope, it figured it out. Okay. So we should get some limestone coming out of there anytime now. There we go. There we go. So the limestone's coming out of there. My second limestone mine. And then we come up here. Okay, we'll just assume this is going to work for now. So let's merge these two lines right here. So I kill this line on this segment. And then I add a merger like this. Man, there's too many arrows here. Wait, there we go. That, I think, is right. Make sure it's lined up both ways. Okay. Says it. Then we reconnect this one and reconnect this one. And then we connect this one for the first time. And now this one is getting nowhere because we got to select concrete and limestone's going into it. It's moving. And stuff's coming out of it. And let's make sure it merges. And there we go. It is merging. So we are producing concrete at double the rate we were producing it before. Now we could tweak it a little higher. Yeah, we can add the Mark II conveyor belts and such, and we will get to that. But to do that, we will need to amp up the production of our reinforced plates, which is that and copper. I think we'll do it with the copper because it's slightly more complex than this, but not as complex as iron. So that would be the next step. But look at that, crisp and clean. And in the future, if and when we find more limestone and I want to start tapping into them, we got plenty of room for more constructors on this island that we could send the limestone to, and then all of our concrete production would be in one place, and then we can tap out of the container, which will probably be full by then. So excellent. This went well, with a few hiccups, but you know that's just the nature of both the game and me. So you combine the two, the nature of hiccups is more likely. Anyway, thank you for joining me on today's adventure. I had fun. I hope you got something out of it, and I hope you'll join me on the next one. But in the meanwhile, I hope this finds you and yours in good health, good spirits, and perhaps a touch of good fortune. Cheers.